Chapter 55. Discussion between Jairus and his wife about Sarah. Jairus now covers the grave and locks the door behind us, whereby one could get into the grave chamber and finally to the grave itself, and then walks with us. However, about 70 steps outside this school and chapel is the little dwelling of the keeper and guard located, with whom Jairus obtained the light earlier. Since the increasing moon illuminated the evening a little, the guard immediately recognized Jairus's little daughter, who walked cheerfully next to me dressed in a white sweeping gown. Horrified, he asks Jairus, "What is this? What do I see? Is this not Sarah, your late little daughter? Was she also seemingly dead this time round?" Says Jairus, "May it be as it is. You do not have to ask any questions here, but to be completely silent about everything you see here, otherwise you will lose your job. However, take this deeply to heart and think, grasp, and comprehend that with God many things are quite easily possible. But it requires a firm belief and an enlivened trust. Do you understand this?" Says the guard, "Yes, elated master." Thereupon says Jairus, "In future stay away from me with those honour-showing addresses, and speak to me like a brother. But now, for you not to have to guard a corpse any more, go quickly to Capernaum, and tell nobody there what you just have seen, also not to my wife. However, tell her that she must accompany immediately, if possible, to Nazareth to the house of Joseph, because I have to discuss very important matters with her. Take a few good mules so that you can get quicker to the house of the carpenter in Nazareth." The guard, who himself is the owner of a quick-trotting donkey, bridles and saddles hastily the animal, rides with it to Capernaum, and delivers the given message to the wife of Jairus. The grieving wife gets up quickly and follows the messenger. The donkeys are moving quickly, and within less than 1 hour they arrive at the house of my bodily mother Maria in Nazareth, who is now quite happy again for being allowed to call the old little house of Joseph her own. When Jairus' wife entered the room where we were enjoying quite a good evening meal, which this time was prepared by Boris, she soon notices her Sarah alongside me, who cheerfully and happily and at the same time looking great, was busy to consume with the greatest appetite a good, boneless fish with salt, oil, and somewhat wine vinegar. The wife nearly can't believe her eyes, and says after a while, tapping Jairus on the shoulder, "Jairus, here stands your grieving wife, for whom you have sent by messenger, as if you had to discuss important matters with me. But I already see the importance of all importances. Tell me, man, am I dreaming or is this reality? Is this girl sitting next to Jesus, looking so good, not a living match of our late, most dearest Sarah? Oh, Jehovah, why have you taken Sarah from me?" Says Jairus, himself completely overwhelmed, to his wife, "Be consoled, you my beloved wife. This girl not only looks like our most dearest Sarah, but most seriously, it is her. Lord Jesus, full of the divine Spirit, has awakened her for the second time, just like he awakened her from death a few weeks ago. That she now looks so good is caused by his incomprehensible, apparent divine powers. But do not disturb her in her appetite, since she has fasted for quite some time now. Says the wife, nearly not able to get a grip on herself because of amazement and happiness. Tell me now, you wise master in Israel, what do you think about this Jesus? It appears more and more to me that he nevertheless, his low birth level, is the promised Messiah. Because such deeds have never before been performed by any prophet, not of course, not by any other person. Says Jairus, yes, it is indeed so, but it means keep the greatest secrecy about it, since he himself wants it like this. Because if this would become known, we soon would have the whole of Jerusalem and Rome on our neck, and if he would not oppose it with his divine powers, we would be in quite some trouble. Therefore, wife, be mute like a castle wall. For this reason Sarah will, in order not to betray the divine master with her appearance, and to recover her health completely, stay for at least a full year under the supervision and guidance of either himself, or at least under his loving, exceedingly wise mother, Maria, and we will visit her from time to time. Correctly speaking, both of us do not really have a claim to her any more, for we gave her only a miserable, illness-ridden life by our mute lust, and did know what will become of our act when we slept with each other. This heavenly Sarah was given to us, who was given by God a most healthy soul, but from us a weak, sick body. Twice she has died on us, and would have been lost forever for this world. However, at both occasions he gave her a new, healthy life. The question is now, who is more her father and mother? He, or we two poor sinners? Says Sarah's mother, yes, you are wise, knows the law and all the prophets. Therefore you are always right in all things. But for me it is already a heavenly bliss that she is alive again, and that we have the good fortune to see and speak to her from time to time. Says Jairus, let us be quiet now, since the meal is finished, and possibly he wants to say something. But I call on Faustus and say to him, friend and brother, I am quite sorry that for today you cannot sleep over. Important business is awaiting you at home, and therefore I have to let you go for a few days. However, after a few days come again here. If there is any talk about me, then you know what to say. Says Faustus, Lord, you know me better than I know myself. Therefore you can depend on me, since a Roman is not weak reed for the winds to play with loosely. If I say yes, not even death can force a no from me. But I'm going now, and my mule is already saddled and bridled, and within a small hour I will be at home. In your name, O my greatest friend Jesus, the expected business will come to a good end. I put myself completely in your love, wisdom, and divine power. With these words, Faustus leaves quickly by the door. Thereupon Sarah's mother comes to me and thanked me with a deeply humble heart, recognizing how much she is unworthy of such unheard of mercy. But I console her and say to Sarah, my little daughter, look, here is your mother. Only now does Sarah gets up and greets her mother with exceeding friendliness, but immediately remarks that she will stay with me, since she loves me too much to be able to be separated from me. The mother and also the high priest Jairus praise the daughter for this a lot, but nevertheless asks her not to forget about them entirely. And Sarah solemnly promises both that she loves them now more than ever before. With that, both were beyond measure satisfied, became quiet, and caressed their daughter.